Hey everyone, George here with Gallagher RC. So I am going to do 3 different videos, each one about a different model of the Euy Bike brand electric bikes. I purchased 3 of these bikes, one for myself, one for my girlfriend, and one for her son. And I did a lot of research. I did a lot of talking to ChatGPT about my budget, what I was looking for, etc. And over the course of the few weeks that I did this, it kept bringing me back to this particular brand. So I looked into it, read some reviews, customer service was important to me, all of that, budget. So I ended up going with this particular brand. So I will say I'm very happy with it. Now this particular model that I went with is their moped style bike. I've always liked the looks of them, the moped style. This particular one, they had it in black with blue rims, or all black rims with a round headlight. It's a 1,000-watt rear hub motor, pedal assist, throttle, 7-speed, LCD screen, air controls, headlight, horn. The long seat, it did come on the passenger seat. Now this bar I purchased this backrest, and one of the reasons I went with this particular model is I have a 5-year-old daughter and I carry her. She loves to ride. She fits here perfectly, has a great place to hang on to, and I purchased this off eBay, and surprisingly the brown matches very well. And this just gives a little extra support and makes her feel a little more confident on the back. The foot pegs I made, completely adjustable. Just some rubber, piece of angle iron, piece of rebar, U-bolt, welded it all up, tried to make it look somewhat decent. You can buy foot pegs, but they mount down here and her legs are just not long enough where these work great. She gets bigger, longer legs, doesn't rival me. I just take these off, you never know they were there. Full suspension, front and rear. This is just for looks. The rear suspension is not adjustable, but the front suspension is. You adjust how stiff you want it. That does work very well. Comes mostly assembled. You have to put the pedals on. You'll have to bolt your back seat on. Put your handlebars on. You'll put your front fender and your front wheel on and your headlight. Other than that, and obviously put your battery in it. But other than that, it comes completely assembled. This phone holder we bought, I have 2 of these. One for my bike and one for my girlfriend's. Amazon, $10. These are the best ones we've ever used. Fits our phones great. Easily adjustable, rubber mount, doesn't move, doesn't bounce around. You get your phone in it and then you flip a lever and that locks this so your phone can't come out. Rear brake light, plus it's on all the time so you can be seen. There is a running light that runs and then your headlights go on and off. You've got a switch on the side of the battery, on and off. You have a key. All this is used for is you're locking the battery in the bike. You want to take the battery out of the bike, you'll turn that, unlock it, and then you can take the battery out of the bike. You turn the bike on. Horn, headlight, pedal assist up and down, power button, info button. You can step through everything. I have 46.4 miles on my bike so far. Had it a couple weeks. I will tell you though, like the tripometer, a lot of these things, when you shut the bike off and you turn it back on, they reset to 0. The only one that doesn't is the odometer, the overall mileage. So just a heads up there, because I did reach out to the company and ask about that, and that's what they told me. 7-speed shifter, works good. 7 gears are plenty. A big thing with my bike that I wanted, where I was going to be carrying my daughter, I'm 190 pounds. This particular model has hydraulic brakes, disc brakes, front and rear. They work great, great stopping power. They don't squeak. Some people complain of squealing, squeaking. They don't squeak at all, and they work great. Just a couple things that I had to adjust or tweak is one was the kickstand. There's a bolt on the back side, and then this foot is adjustable up and down. And the bike leaned a lot to the left to where almost too much. You didn't want it tipping over. You loosen that bolt up, and then you can extend that. So now it's leaning, but not nearly as far as it was. So that's an easy fix. Some people do complain of the kickstand braking, that it should have been like a rear kickstand type. I haven't had any problem so far. One area I did have an issue is the headlight. So you'll see that I had to take, and this looks a little different than it does when it comes new. So normally there's studs that stick out and you just bolt it on. Well, this is just plastic. And the front suspension does work very well. And if it goes down, the bottom of this headlight was hitting on this bracket. So I bent this, cut that off a little bit. That helped, but if you hit hard enough where it's plastic, the plastic around these studs that stuck out would break. So then therefore your headlight wasn't mounted. I took this apart, and I put my own bolt, drilled it out, put my own bolt through with a nut, and then put it back on with another nut, and way stronger than stock. I did reach out to the company, told them about my situation. I sent them a picture, no questions asked. They sent me, I wanted the round headlight because I do prefer that look, and it may avoid this problem in the future. They, no questions asked, sent me a round headlight with all the mounting hardware, so I have it. I figured I'm gonna go this route for now, or until I get bored and I'll swap it over. That was another reason I went with this particular brand. Customer service. With a lot of these Chinese bikes, there's so many of these out there if you do any type of looking for an electric bike. You know, if something does happen, something does break, you can never talk to anybody, you can never call anybody. You always have to message them, or this chat thing. You send these guys an email, within 24 hours you'll have a response. I've reached out to them 3 or 4 times about different things, even just questions, and within 24 hours I have a response. Very helpful. Customer service is top notch, and that was a big deal to me as well. Like I said, I'm really doing this review as a you know, I have no part of Euy bikes or anything like that. I just, a dad with a little girl and a family, and we just wanted to take and, you know, get e-bikes, enjoy them. My budget wasn't huge, but I didn't want to go too cheap either. This particular bike with their springtime sale was shipped for, I believe it was $1,100 or $1,200, one or the other. You can spend thousands and thousands of an e-bike, but I didn't want to do that. I wasn't sure if we were going to enjoy it, if my daughter would even like riding. She absolutely loves riding, bugs me all the time to ride, but you know, you can get away if you do your research, your homework, with a cheaper bike and still be very happy. You know, these are big bikes, they're very heavy. This bike, I think, 78 pounds. They are big bikes, you know, fat tires. You're not going to want to just pedal this. It's very heavy. It's very hard to pedal. This is the moped style, so pedaling it isn't the most comfortable. But I always pedal when I am using the bike to assist the motor, because I want my battery to give me as much range as I can. Do I expect to get the range that they claim? No, I don't. You're going to get that in a perfect world, perfect temperature, perfect terrain, environment, wind at your back, no uphills. You know, we've got a little bit of everything where we live. And for what we're doing, I pedal with it. Helps the motor out, the battery out, and we're getting great mileage. I can't tell you exactly what, but, you know, just a guess, we're getting over 30 miles easily on a charge. You know, but I also pedal with it. That's a big thing. Now, if you're going to use just the battery and motor, you know, you've got a lot of hills or tough terrain, you know, you're carrying an extra person, don't expect it to get the full amount of range that they claim. It's just not going to happen. But if you're aware of that, you're smart about it, you'll be very happy. I just wanted to show you this, the manual. It does come with a manual, and it does walk you through things. Is it the best? Well, no, just not the case. We know that. But it does show you how to assemble some things. It came with the wrenches. It came with 2 wrenches It came with, obviously, the charger, 2-amp charger. You're looking at 6, 7, 8 hours to charge from dead. 2 keys, this little, you know, because you can purchase these bikes on Amazon. So if it was purchased on Amazon, there's a key code for aftermarket service, after purchase service. I purchased the 3 bikes we have right through Euy. Also comes with this nice little tool, sockets that you need, Allen wrenches, screwdrivers. Pretty slick. You know, you're not going to want to do a lot of work with it, but might help in a pinch. All of the chargers for all 3 bikes are very similar, all 2 amps. You can use any of the chargers on any of the bikes. That's really about it for mine. I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Works great for what we're doing as of now. Great customer service. I get a lot of compliments, a lot of questions. I want this to help you guys. If you're in this market and you're researching and you're looking, maybe this video will help you. I hope it does. So I've got 2 more coming on 2 other models. Once again, this is the S4. All right, guys, you want to just rate, subscribe, ask me questions? I'll do whatever I can to help you out.